In ancient Greece, Diogenes of Sinope was a philosopher known for his ascetic lifestyle and sharp wit. He was a student of Antisthenes, who taught him the principles of cynicism, advocating for a life lived in virtue, free from the distractions of wealth and societal expectations. Diogenes took these teachings to heart and chose to live in a simple barrel, owning nothing but a lantern, which he famously used during the day to search for an honest man, symbolizing his quest for truth. One bright and sunny morning, Diogenes was relaxing by his barrel, enjoying the warmth of the sun. He was deep in thought when the great conqueror Alexander the Great, surrounded by his retinue of soldiers and advisors, approached him. Alexander had heard tales of Diogenes' wisdom and peculiar lifestyle, and was eager to meet the man who dared to reject all worldly possessions and live in such poverty. Alexander stood before Diogenes, casting a shadow over him. "I am Alexander the Great," he proclaimed, his voice filled with authority. "I have conquered lands far and wide, and I possess the wealth of nations. Ask anything of me, and I shall grant it." Diogenes, without looking up or showing any sign of being impressed, simply said, "Yes, you can do something for me. Stand out of my sunlight." The crowd that had gathered around them gasped in shock. They could not believe that anyone would speak to Alexander the Great in such a manner. Alexander's generals and advisors were ready to punish Diogenes for what they saw as insolence. However, Alexander, who had conquered empires and faced countless adversaries, was taken aback by Diogenes' fearlessness and lack of concern for material wealth or power. After a moment of silence, Alexander laughed heartily. "If I were not Alexander, I would wish to be Diogenes," he said, acknowledging the philosopher's inner strength and contentment. Despite his vast conquests and immense power, Alexander recognized that true happiness and freedom were found within oneself, not in external achievements. This encounter between Diogenes and Alexander the Great became legendary, illustrating a profound lesson. True wealth and power do not come from material possessions or conquests, but from inner contentment and freedom. Diogenes, with nothing but his barrel and his lantern, was richer in spirit than the man who had conquered the world. As Diogenes basked in the sunlight once again, the crowd dispersed, murmuring among themselves about the lesson they had just witnessed. Alexander the Great, though a mighty conqueror, walked away with a newfound respect for the simplicity and wisdom of the philosopher. Just like Diogenes, we should seek inner contentment and find value in simplicity. If this story resonates with you, please like and subscribe for more inspiring tales from history.